If I could sit down with my 50-year-old self and share everything I've learned since then, I would have a lot to say. I don't regret where I've been, but there are definitely things I wish I knew earlier about style, confidence, and how to actually love getting dressed. Today, I'm sharing all of the style wisdom I've learned since turning 50, the good, the awkward, and the game-changing. So let's dive right in. Tip number one I have for you is stop trying to dress younger. There is so much pressure when you're in your 50s and beyond to stay looking younger and youthful. It's around us in magazines, on social media, on billboards, you name it, they are pushing all the miracles and how to stay young with clothes. I've even made some of those videos myself. But one of the things I learned is that yes, you can try to dress to look younger, but dressing to look more elevated with your intentional style is going to be way more flattering to you because you're engaging, you're embracing who you are and what it says about you and how you reflect that in your clothes. And another pitfall I think we fall into in this area is trying to wear trends that don't really fit our style. And just because a trend is out there, like the mesh shoe trend, that is everywhere. It just doesn't resonate with me. And it was just one that I was like, you know what? I don't need that trend. I can live without it. So you have the advantage now and the wisdom to say, you know what? I don't need to dive into every trend that's out there. I'm only going to bring in the trends that kind of work with my style, that elevate my look, and that I feel really give me the update that I want without feeling uncomfortable or feeling like you're trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. It just doesn't work. And there were a few years back that I thought skinny jeans and platform wedges were keeping me young, but really they were just keeping me uncomfortable. Tip number two I learned is to invest in fit, not just fashion. Learning your body shape can go a long way to figuring out what's flattering and works for you. I have talked a lot about body shapes: hourglass, inverted triangle, pear, rectangle, and apple. But I think what you can do to not get in that mindset all the time is to just look at your body. When you glance in the mirror, what is the first thing you notice? If it's your hips, you're probably a little hip heavy, so you want to balance it by putting things up this way. That will balance the hips. If you look and you see it all right here, you want to balance things by drawing the eye away from the tummy and put the focus up here and down in the legs. It goes like that for pretty much every body shape. The other trick that I rely on so often is balancing every outfit, because that goes a long way too. So if you're wearing a wide leg pant, wear a top that is a little bit more fitted. If you're wearing a more flowy or billowy top that's a little longer, then you're going to balance it by wearing a skinnier pant. And that is the trick to having a balanced look. That advice will carry you a very long way. And stop paying attention to the size that's on the tag. Pay attention to, does it fit? Does it look good on my body? Because an 8 in one size could be a 12 in another, or a 4 in another size. They're all over the board. You can't rely on them. Don't let a little number on a tag dictate how you feel about yourself, because it really does not matter. Nobody's going to care what is on the number on that label. They're going to look at you and say, oh, wow, you look fabulous. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it, because you look so pulled together and you look fantastic. So keep those tricks in mind about balance and silhouette. If you'd like to check them out, I will link to my body shape videos. And I know that I talk about capsule wardrobes a lot. In fact, if you haven't seen my capsule wardrobe videos, I will link to the entire playlist. I think I have over 40 videos on capsule wardrobes. But what I like about them is that they are made by just a few pieces. They are really excellent quality pieces that are essentials that will mix and match with everything in your wardrobe. And I would much rather have a few of those pieces that I can wear on repeat than a whole closet full of trendy clothes made of crappy fabric that's I'll wear it once or twice and then it's going to look dated. I'll be sick of it, hate wearing it, want it out of my closet. Now, I don't want that. That is not the kind of wardrobe I want. And that is one that I am very happy that I've learned now that I'm over 50. Tip number 3 I have is letting go of guilt clothes. And what do I mean by guilt clothes? Those are the clothes that are kind of the aspirational, like, oh, if I were going to a garden party and I would look so beautiful in this dress, I think I'll buy it. I don't have a garden party coming up, and I probably haven't had one in 10 years, but in case I have one, I will wear this dress and I'll look so stunning. And we kind of build this vision in our head of what it's going to look like. And we end up buying a whole lot of aspirational clothes that don't actually fit anything we do in our daily life. So I want to give you permission to let go of those clothes, pass them on, donate them, sell them, send them to ThredUp and let them sell them for you. Do anything like that to move those clothes out of your wardrobe, because once you get rid of those pieces that are cluttering things up, you'll be left with clothes that you love to wear, that fit your body today, and that you feel so good wearing. You won't be sifting through this wardrobe full of regret buys that don't fit this dream lifestyle that you have in your head. And while we're on the subject, you can also let go of clothes that don't fit you anymore, that don't fit your lifestyle, and most of all, that you don't feel good in. We all have those pieces that I just had this with my sister. We did a wardrobe makeover for her, and we pulled out some pieces that she hasn't worn in a year, and one of them was this shirt that she loves the look of it, loves that she bought it, loves the brand, but every time she puts it on, she doesn't feel good in it. She takes it off 2 minutes later, and then it hangs there in her closet, and every time she sees it, she thinks, oh, I wish I liked that shirt. And who wants a closet full of that, of things that don't fit you? And it's not you, it's the clothes. So get those pieces out of your wardrobe that aren't serving you. If you haven't worn them in a year and they're still hanging around, it's time to say goodbye. And I also want you to remember that who you were at 30, at 40, at 45 might be completely different to who you are now and the lifestyle that you're living now that you're in your 50s. You might have moved into, you might be a parent of kids that have moved out and now you're an empty nester, or you might even be a grandparent, or you might be moving from working to retirement, or you've gone through menopause and your body has changed a little bit. There are so many things that happen at this age of our life that if you have clothing in there that is not serving you, get it out, because it's just a closet full of things that aren't working. And won't you be so much happier when you open up your closet and it's all things that are made to look good, make you look good and feel good every single day? So that's enough on that. I could clearly go on about this subject for days. So let's go on to my next tip. Tip number 4 that I've learned is to define your style intentionally. Now, this is another topic that I talk about a lot, and it is defining your style through words and choosing maybe 3 style words that describe your style. And it might change over the years as you change. Like if you were working in a career, or you were a stay-at-home mom and now you vacation and you go on cruises and you have a travel lifestyle, or whatever your case may be, your style has changed over the years. And maybe it hasn't even changed a lot, but enough that you want to every once in a while say, what are my style words? What do I want my clothes to say about me before someone even meets me? I want to have a visual representation of me. So for me, I like classic, chic, polished. Those are my words of the day. Let's just call it that. So I would say that my outfit represents what I want it to represent. And when you bring those pieces into your wardrobe and you're at the store or you're shopping online and something looks really cool, but you're like, I don't know. Is it those 3 style words? If it doesn't fit those 3 style words, they're not things you should be bringing into your wardrobe. And by using those style words, it has completely changed how I get dressed and how I shop for clothes, because I don't bring in anything that doesn't fit my 3 style words. I'm not bohemian one day and preppy the next day, or sporty the day after that. I have a very set style of things I like to wear. And the more I lean into that, the more I love all of the clothes, and the easier it is to get dressed because they're all my vibe. It's not like, oh yeah, when I was going through that bohemian vibe, yeah. Because then you end up with pieces that don't work with the preppy vibe, and you're kind of all over the board. So make sure that when you're bringing in those pieces, that they're checking the boxes of the style words. In fact, I have made a full list of all of the style words that I can think of. There's over 100 of them. I will put a link right here. You can go download the style words and circle the ones that are you and keep them nearby, so when you're shopping or out and about, you know your style words and you can stay on your brand. Because when you're thinking about style overall, it's not actually about being trendy. It's about being consistent and polished and coming up every day with a style that's totally you. I want you to have pieces that when you put them on, you're like when I bought this shirt, I put this on, I was like, stand-up collar, little preppy stripes. Oh my gosh, this is so me. I could not buy this shirt fast enough. I just love this shirt for that reason. It's just like checks all the boxes for me. That's what I want you to have, that feeling when you're shopping for clothes. Tip number 5, and this is a big one. Comfort is not a dirty word. I can't tell you how many years I suffered in uncomfortable clothes and shoes because I wanted to look stylish. I wanted to look pointed shoes, high heels, tight clothes. Just the amount of discomfort I suffered throughout my life. And you know what? I am totally done with that. Now I am a 100% comfort is my number one thing. And when you find clothes that are comfortable and make you look and feel good, that is the winning situation. And there are so many possible. You don't have to be uncomfortable anymore, and you can still look polished and pulled together. And I like to start with the fabrics. So I like to think of really good quality fabrics when I'm making my choices. Cotton poplin is a favorite of mine. This is cotton knit. Linen, silk, cashmere, merino wool, clothes with a little bit of stretch, clothes that are cut to fit my body, as well as comfort that's built in, like stretchy waistbands or shirts that aren't cut too tight, that they're just a more relaxed fit. And the more you lean into that, the more comfortable you'll feel, and you'll feel so much more polished and put together, even though you're still totally comfortable. And the way I like to think of this kind of sums it all up for me, is that if you're in a style that doesn't want to make you rip your bra off at 3 in the afternoon, you've made it. Tip number 6 I learned over 50 is don't wait for confidence. Dress like you already have it. You know that old line, fake it till you make it? That is kind of what we're doing here. And it works. Because you know what? A lot of us feel like, well, I can't wear this until I lose weight. I won't feel good about myself until I'm my ideal weight, or until I lose that last 15 pounds, or until I retire, or until I figure out my life, or until I lose this little belly that I have. You know, you're going to spend your whole life waiting for the perfect moment while life is passing you by, and you could have been enjoying it all along. Because number one, you're not going to get any younger than you are right now, this moment. And number 2, there are clothes that will fit you. So stop wishing you're whatever size that you're not. And just start embracing and dressing for the body you have, and make the best of what you have. Because you know what? No matter what size you are or what flaws you feel you have, you can play up your assets and you can pull yourself together to look phenomenal. And the more you do that, the more the brain will start to believe what you're telling it, because You're feeding it a lot of negativity right now. I know I have done this. I did this for a very long time. But now I look in the mirror and I'm like, girl, you look good today. You look good. Check this out. You're rocking. Uh-huh. And the more I do that, guess what? My brain believes it and the better I feel. And it's kind of like a hamster wheel of just the more you talk to yourself like that, the better you're going to feel. And the more you actually will feel that way. And the more other people will notice and start telling you how much better how good you look. And it works. In fact, if there's nothing else that you do on this video today, that is one I want you to try and report back to me. The brain believes what you tell it. And I think a lot of us have this mindset that getting dressed and looking good is a reward for something we've done. Like, oh, when I lose that 10 pounds or 15 pounds or however much, when I lose that weight, then I'll treat myself to this. But what about that girl that's working so hard right now? Doesn't she deserve something? You're living your life right now. Give yourself what you need to help keep pushing yourself to the you want to become. And you'll train yourself to actually move forward without even realizing it. It's going to make things so much easier. You know, living in your 50s, you actually can be living the best part of your life yet. Let me know in the comments which tip resonated most with you and which one are you going to try today. You know I love hearing from you. Stay gorgeous, and I'll see you in the next video.